Right guys, welcome back to another video, and today let's talk about some football. So today basically what we're going to be talking about is the games that have happened this week and everything to do with that sort of thing, give my sort of thoughts on it. And yeah, let's just start off with the first game, which was Aston Villa versus Southampton, which I predicted to be a 1-1 draw. In fact, wasn't. Aston Villa got the win there. Southampton weren't particularly great. I'm going to be honest, it wasn't a great game overall, to be honest. But Aston Villa did enough. And Aston Villa, like as Steven Gerrard has said, have had a very bad start to the start of the season. In this game, they played alright, had 52.7% possession, 3 shots on target with 11 shots to Southampton's 7 shots with 1 on target. So Southampton were quite poor in this game, judging by the stats. To be fair, it was a pretty poor game. I thought Southampton would play a bit better than they did. They clearly didn't, but at the end of the day, good win for Aston Villa. Poor showing by Southampton and really should have done better in this game. That was a very winnable game for a Southampton team that haven't got the best squad and need to win those sort of games to stay in this league, and they didn't do it. But I'm sure Southampton will be fine, and I'm sure Aston Villa will be fine as well. Moving on to the next game on the Friday was Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. So Nottingham Forest were up 1-0, in fact, and it just seemed like they just capitulate every single time. We saw them do this against Bournemouth, I think it was last time, where they're winning, and it's quite convincing that they're winning, and then they just absolutely capitulate. The way this Fulham team scored the goals, 54 minutes, 57 minutes, 60 minutes, 3 goals in 6 minutes is absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. And the fact that Willian is still getting assists in the Premier League is also absolutely crazy. That's besides the point. Fulham had 15 shots with 7 on target. Nottingham Forest had 11 shots with 3 on target. Fulham had the majority of the possession with 59.2% possession, which is very interesting, to be honest. It seems as if Fulham did deserve to win this game. They did play extremely well. Nottingham Forest, I don't know what you're doing. Like, you start off games so well, but then you just absolutely capitulate. Like, absolutely capitulate. Similar to your East Midlands counterpart in Leicester City. You score a goal and then you absolutely just capitulate straight away with Leicester City. But this team, second half, just can't hack it at all. And if Nottingham Forest keep playing the way they're playing, they lost against a Bournemouth team that they needed to win that game. You need to win those games against your relegation counterparts, the ones that have just been promoted. And now you've lost against Fulham. Like, it's almost sentenced you to relegation already. It's not a great sign for a Nottingham Forest team that already didn't have a very good chance of staying in this league, other than just pure will and determination. And now you're losing important fixtures like Bournemouth, Fulham. It's not looking good for you. I did predict that 1-2 to Forest. Mainly optimism, in my personal opinion. Moving on to Wolves versus Manchester City. I said it'd be 2-0. I in fact did say in the video, if you go back and watch the video, I thought it'd be 3-0. But I just thought Wolves' defence was quite good. It wasn't. It wasn't great at all. To be honest, when you watch this game, it was kind of like, yeah, you knew that was going to happen. They scored at 1 minute, 16 minutes and 69 minutes. But Man City basically stopped trying after the sending off at 33 minutes, to be honest. They just stopped. Like, there was just no real... There obviously was an attacking threat, but they weren't pushing as much as they were, obviously, in the start of the game. But this is absolutely crazy to see how dominant a team Manchester City are, where they can score 2 goals within the first 20 minutes and then just stop. Like, they scored 1, obviously, at around 70 minutes, but that was kind of just a bonus, really, to be honest. They would have been happy with a 2-0 after playing midweek in the Champions League as well. The fact that you're beating a team that should finish mid-table, or even maybe, like, top half finish, is absolutely outrageous that they're losing 3-0. Not even really having much chance to score. Like, if you see in this possession, 40.8% possession to Wolves. Having 1 shot on target, this Wolves team did. Pure domination by a Manchester City team that's absolutely outrageous at playing football. Absolutely disgusting at playing football. Moving on to the Newcastle versus Bournemouth game. Now, I said it'd be 2-1 to Newcastle. It wasn't. It was actually 1-1. Fair play to Bournemouth in this game. With their caretaker manager, obviously, I think they're doing a lot better than they previously were. However, the possession is not great for them. They had 27.6% possession to Newcastle's, obviously, 72.4% possession. And 20 shots with 7 on target for Newcastle to Bournemouth's 10 shots with 3 on target. So it's not especially great football. You're not going to love watching it as a Bournemouth fan having 27% possession. But you got the job done and you got a valuable point. Draws are very valuable in staying up in the league. It could be the difference between staying up and getting relegated. So very impressive. Moving on to the next game, which I love, which is Tottenham versus Leicester. Hooray! Well done, lads. You did in fact lose 6-2. Yeah, it's 6-2 completely after you played extremely well the first half and then absolutely just blew it up. Absolutely just said, no, we're not going to try. I said it'd be 3-1 to Tottenham. Unlucky, Leicester. I'm sorry, lads. I'm not sure how much I can back you. You score in the first 6 minutes, and then you concede 2 minutes later on a corner. You do the same thing with Eric Dyer at 21 minutes. That was the fact that you're still conceding from corners. Still conceding from corners after about a year of the continuous thing that you know you need to work on is absolutely disgusting as a Leicester City fan. How are you still conceding 2 corners within the first 20 minutes? I'll never know. I'll genuinely never know what we're doing. It's absolutely outrageous. Then, to be fair to Son comes on and scores a hat-trick and absolutely bullies everyone. Scores 2 world-class goals as soon as he comes on. Gets a hat-trick as well. Absolutely outrageous. I predicted 3-1. Leicester played extremely well in the first half and it was a bit more promising, but you still lost by 4 goals and Danny Ward conceded 6. I don't know how many goals this man has conceded right now, but it's not looking good for him. Moving on to Sunday's games, which I am actually filming this on Sunday just because I don't want to film it tomorrow, to be perfectly honest. They lost 3-0, Brentford did. To be honest, I haven't even watched the highlights of this game. I saw it racking up and I was just like, oh, okay. Standard win there. I went for a 2-1 Arsenal. I thought Brentford would have a bit more fight. It seems strange, Brentford, because they have really good performances and then really bad ones. Really good first half performance from Arsenal. Did quite an easy job. 63.9% possession for this Arsenal team. 13 shots with 7 of them on target. Professional performance by a team that is still top of the league. After, how many games is it now? After 7 games, still top of the league? It's quite a good sign for Arsenal. Not going to win the league, but doing a good job. And the worst one, in my opinion, I went for a dead 0-0. It almost was, except for Neil Maupay scoring a goal for Everton. Absolutely outrageous that this man has scored a goal for Everton. I do not like it. Fair play to him. He's done well there. I respect it. Everton, you got the win, so fair play. You actually played quite well. West Ham, quite a poor performance, having 46.6% possession against an Everton team that is one of the worst in the league. It's not a great sign for a West Ham team, but there you go. But that is the end of the video, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel for daily videos. Well, weekdays anyway. Thank you guys for watching.